right. So, kind of a special day going on today. What's happening?
Every 4th of July, we try to give back something back to the veterans in our community. Here in Upshur County, we have close to 4,000 veterans. 600 of those are female veterans. So we have a we have a lot of veterans here. So trying to give back to the community of veterans, today is Veterans Community Impact Day. And we invite the veterans, the families to come and have breakfast. That way they can meet each other, talk about the past, and have a good time and good fellowship. Part of the DAV is also to assist veterans when they're in need. So this is one way, but we also assist them in different ways also, in helping them in doing disability applications, things like that, or if they are in need of money because their utilities are being cut off, we also assist them in that. So we're very veteran oriented, and that is the main reason for our Disabled American Veterans organization. The auxiliary comes in also to assist. As you can see by this event, they're the ones that put it on, and we're here to back them up.
So, how important do you think this camaraderie is? I mean, these guys have commonalities, but maybe they didn't know each other before they started coming here.
That's one of the greatest things, because due to the fact that I, as a combat veteran, don't normally speak to a regular person about my experiences. However, here, due to camaraderie, and a lot of these our veterans, combat veterans, were able to talk freely and able to express ourselves. And by that I mean talking about things that we would not talk to the local community. And that's one of the biggest things. And then once they come in, they want to join because they also want to help. So this is also somewhat like a membership drive. If they're interested, they can join if they want to. The family members can also join if they want to.
Well, yeah, that's great. And, you know, it sounds kind of redundant, but they gotta appreciate being appreciated.
That's right. And we do have quite a few Vietnam veterans that remember how they were treated when they came back. And we're trying to get these veterans to join because they feel like they have been excluded. I myself, for more than 20 years, I didn't speak to anybody about Vietnam or told them that I was a Vietnam veteran. It wasn't until I started meeting other veterans that I was able to open up. And they know where I'm coming from, as well as I know where you're coming from. So we have a good camaraderie of understanding.
Well, it's, you know, I think people's attitude towards veterans has changed quite a bit. You often find yourself shaking hands with strangers.
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, my wife and I have been at some locations. We sit down to eat, and I always wear my Vietnam veteran cap. And there have been occasions that they pay our meal in thanking me for the service. And I appreciate that. It feels nice and warm.
Yeah, it's a stark contrast from the 60s, I guess.
Yes, it was. When I came back from Vietnam, we were met by rioters, demonstrations, calling us baby killers, murderers, that we could not associate. Matter of fact, if you go to the past, you will find that American Legion, BFW, would not accept Vietnam veterans as members. It wasn't until quite a few years later they did accept the same. So that was another exclusion that we had. And that's one of the reasons that we're trying to get veterans, whether they're from the Gulf War, Korean War, World War II, Vietnam, Afghanistan, Iraq, we're trying to get them to come in because we know what camaraderie is. We know what acceptance is. And if you go back and check also, the ones that started these greetings for American soldiers coming back from Afghanistan and Iraq, the ones that started that were Vietnam veterans. Why? Because they didn't want them to feel and to be received like we were.
Yeah, it's I've been to a few of those, and I've hung out with some veterans from time to time.
Yeah.
Trip to Washington, several trips to Washington D.C. with the Berkshire Heroes flight, and I don't know. I guess when a veteran comes in to something like this, and they're maybe a little bitter, a little closed down. Do you see a change?
We see a change because they start talking to people. Like we have one veteran here, he didn't want to come. He felt like if he wasn't wanted. But we kept on working with him. Now he comes to our functions, he comes in as helps, and he even told us, he said, I feel like a different person. So this is what happens.
So you're seeing frowns turn upside down.
I'm sorry?
Seeing frowns turn upside down.
Oh, yes. Yeah, because now they feel that they are appreciated. And we thank them for their service.
So where did you serve? You said Vietnam.
I served in 1967, 1968, Central Highlands, 4th Infantry Division. And I was a machine gun carrier. I carried an M60 machine gun. Life expectancy at that time, I was there during the Tet Offensive. Life expectancy of a machine gunner was less than 10 days. Why? Because we were the ones in front, opening up a path. So I'm lucky to be.
Dodged some bullets, literally.
I was wounded twice while I was over there. I received a Purple Heart and received 2 Bronze Stars with a V device for valor. And I also received the Vietnamese Cross of Gallantry with a Gold Star.
You've been through it a little bit.
Yes.
So, it's just got to be great talking with people with commonalities. And do you find you identify more with Vietnam veterans or just veterans in general?
Veterans in general. For instance, we go and have membership drives at Tractor Supply here locally. And you'd be surprised how many veterans come to us and start talking to us because we know each other. We don't know each other physically, but we know each other through what we went through.
Yes, been through.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I get emotional.
No, it's okay, understandable. So, I mean, it looks like got a pretty good turnout. And,
Oh, yes.
And do you think this will get you some new members?
We probably will. Last year when we had this gathering, we had 2 or 3 people that wanted to join up, either joining up the auxiliary to help DAV or joining DAV themselves. And that's what we want. We want more people to come in and feel that they're wanted.
Anything you'd like to add?
I'm sorry?
Anything you'd like to add?
No. We'd like to thank you for being here.
Wouldn't miss it. Okay, why do you think the DAV is important?
Yeah, the DAV is important because they help veterans, disabled veterans like myself, and the community, come together. Like today we're doing a veteran breakfast, which is amazing. It just gives veterans like myself that have been to combat, and even veterans that haven't been to combat, just to get out of their mind space and just to realize that, you know, we can be part of the community again after, you know, the things we saw, the things we did. You know, it's been a transition even this many years later to try to, you know, just be with the community and make them understand, you know, like what veterans go through, and so the DAV is very important, also for legislation changes, and also for, you know, just getting our word out there, like the things that we need as disabled veterans that we deserve. So,
Well, it's you know, it's got to be maybe a sense of relief to speak with total strangers that have commonalities,
Yeah.
that really understand.
yeah, it's like a brother and sisterhood. So I always explain that, like, you know, I'd be somewhere else, and I'd meet someone and we'd talk for a little bit, but as soon as I found out that they served their country and they were in the service, it's like like a brotherhood, sisterhood bond that you just can't explain. It's like boots at the ground, boots in the sand. I guess it's the best way I can, like your family, you know. So it really helps me with my stuff that I'm going through, PTSD, and so just to be around other veterans. And I got to bring my son today, so, you know, he's 12 years old. I love him, and he's starting to get that age where now I finally can talk to him about some things that happened over there. So I just told a story inside there while I was eating breakfast about, you know, when I was in Afghanistan, and Afghani saved me from stepping on a landmine, and so it's good to kind of do these things.
Well, that's so. How long you been a member?
I've been a member since I got here. I got in Texas. I moved to Texas probably in 2017. So about 18, I think it was 18 or 19, I joined the DAV, and it's just been a support group that, you know, you can't explain. Like I said, brotherhood, sisterhood. Anytime I've needed anything or they needed anything, we just one phone call away, one text, like, hey, need some help? Gotcha.
So, have you seen, you know, as far as like new members coming in, have you seen changes in them?
Yeah, new members coming in. You know, before it was older veterans, and now hopefully we can start getting younger veterans in. So, like, it's just, you know, just kind of get the word out. But like I said, a lot of the younger veterans are working. You know, I work a lot too, so it's hard to get in and out. But so when you get older, you have more time. So that's why you'll see a lot of older veterans giving their time back, trying to push as much as help as they can. So that's I think that's the biggest problem, is like, you know, you got to work to survive.
So, you know, when you first joined, was there somebody you gravitated towards that helped you, and how did they help you?
Yeah, we had Miss Mike and Evelyn. They're from Alaska. We had an instant bond because I was stationed in Alaska. So amazing people, and he served in the Navy. Actually, he was a 0%, and he was working with the VA and trying to get his percentage. And I talked to him about, hey man, let's get in there, get your paperwork set up. And he finally got his rating from the 90s. So he finally got into the VA, finally getting the help that he deserves and needs. So that was, ever since then, we always hang out. So he's 70, I don't know, he's 80, 82, 83, I don't know, he's old. So we still have that same common bond. So it's pretty cool because I'm only 46, so.
But yeah, that I suppose is a kind of unusual.
Yeah.
You know, for these vast age differences.
Yeah, it doesn't matter age.
buddies.
Yeah, we're all friends and family because we all have that the same heart and the same mindset. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And I guess this is an event you're just not gonna miss.
Oh yeah, every day I can get out here. Like I said, I work a lot, but I got to bring my son out here and got to spend time with some fellow veterans and families, and it's amazing.
Anything like that?
Nope. Just God bless everybody. Thank you guys for supporting veterans, and check out the Disabled American Veterans in Gilmer, Texas.
And I guess if you are a disabled veteran, you want to invite them in, huh?
That's right. Yep. Come on, disabled veterans. Check it out. You got to get back out there. You got to get out there and help the world because we all need it.
That's